This was a lengthy trial, 100 witnesses, 1,200 pieces of evidence. How do you make sure that the victims are not forgotten?
You know, one of the things that we really pride ourselves on is the inspiration that we get in the names of these victims, seeking justice for them. And you're right. Sometimes the victimization, what happens to people, and the way, in this case, for instance, they were tortured and targeted, could have been anyone we know and care about. And even when we sit with family members, sometimes in the courtroom, through this laborious, methodical way that we have to get to the core of what a case was about and explain it in a simple way, an understandable way to a jury that will only hear it once, is very difficult for them. They have to really trust us as an office, as advocates, as truth seekers, as justice seekers, that we're going to do that for them, and we're going to do it for the ones that they've lost.
In terms of the criminal element, what was Miami like back in 1995?
It was probably one of the worst times for this community because, I don't know if you remember, Time Magazine and others called us Paradise Lost. And a lot of it had to do with our tourist murder robbery rate. It was just off the charts. And we just kind of came off the cocaine cowboy days of the late 80s, early 90s, and we were just the tourist destination for a lot of these criminals. And I don't know if you remember this, but the German and English councils told all their citizens in their countries, do not go to Miami. It is the murder mecca of the world. And so we had an incredible cancellation of flights, our hotel occupancy rates, just our real estate values trunked. Everybody in town was talking about how are we going to address our crime rate that was increasing, and also, restore a sense of safety. Everybody working together, police, prosecutors, the business community, our whole tourist industry working together to try to build back the reputation of a safe, vibrant community. We had to do that. So we struggled for 3 to 5 years under that cloud, and I like to say now we're paradise found.
I was surprised that your office has such a unique relationship with the Homicide Bureau. Your ASAs meet detectives at the crime scenes?
Every time. We do it for all police shootings, for all homicides, some of our sex batteries. But with the homicide it's really so valuable because you're all on the scene at the same time. You see where the body was. You can see where so-and-so was standing. There's witnesses on the streets. Maybe there are witnesses looking out their windows in apartment buildings. You're gathering the evidence together. You're taking fresh statements. They're making those decisions together. As good as the police are and as good as prosecutors are, together they're even a better team because you got everything working, all the heads and all the intelligence gathering, the knowledge of the law, all working together.